I'll just have this kidney right here. You've got the kidney pops, same thing as this kidney, the small ones, the large ones. First you'll see the adrenal glands up on top. Okay, that's not part of this chapter, but they are on top. There's 2 adrenal glands, one on top of each kidney. On the outside of the kidney is the capsule layer, the renal capsule. It's a hard, not hard, but it's a thick fibrous capsule, which makes this a hard organ. Unlike the pancreas, remember the pancreas is very diffuse, it doesn't have a capsule. So this is the renal capsule, the capsule layer. Then the kidney has 2 major areas. The outer area is the cortex, and the inner area is the medulla. In the medulla are these triangularly shaped structures. They are called renal pyramids or medullary pyramids for their area, medulla. At the end of each pyramid is a point, and that point is the papilla. Okay? So the direction of the urine flow is from the base of the pyramid to the point or the papilla. And then the urine is going to flow into these little channels. So the channels at the end of the papilla are called a minor calyx. Okay? And then 3 or so minor calyxes come together to make a major calyx. There are 3 major calyxes per kidney, and they come and form this expanded area right here, which is the renal pelvis. So just to show you, the urine is dripping into a minor calyx, and then a couple of the minors come together to make a major calyx, and then this area would be the pelvis. And from the pelvis, the urine goes out the ureter. Okay. This is showing us a kidney stone. It's odd location, but I don't seem stuck. The space in between the pyramids are called renal columns. Space in between the pyramids. You also should see renal artery and vein. If you have trouble with that, then you obviously failed the class. And then this indented area, it's hard for you to see on this, but if you have a kidney pop, the indented area where the ureter comes out and the renal artery and vein go in, right there, that's called the hilus or hilum. And many organs have a hilus or hilum. It's an indent where things go in and out. Okay, it's a little bit hard to see here. It's over here. All right, so this is a blow-up of just one pyramid. Medullary pyramid or renal pyramid, where here's the papilla, and the urine will go drip, drip, drip into the calyx, the minor calyx. There's the outer fibrous connective tissue layer, cortex, medulla. And what you have to notice is that inside the kidney, the structural and functional units of the kidney are called nephrons. You have something like 3 million nephrons, like some phenomenal number like that. But they're microscopic, and they're trying to show you them here. It's really what the nephron is a series of tubes. And as you go through the tube, each part of the tube has a different name. Okay? So just to show you on this, we start with these little yellow round dots. They're representing a structure, the beginning part of the nephron called the renal corpuscle. And from there, the filtered blood, which is called filtrate at this point, travels down the first part of the tube, which is called the PCT, or proximal convoluted tubule. And then the filtrate goes down the descending limb of the loop of Henle, then up the ascending limb of the loop of Henle. Then you have the distal convoluted tubule, and then this is the collecting duct. And so many nephrons are bringing their filtered blood, their filtrate, into the collecting ducts, and then drip, 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 a minor calyx. This picture is a blow-up of the renal corpuscle, the very first part. So this whole thing is called the renal corpuscle, this dot, big thing. It's made up of 2 major portions. The outside capsule layer, which is called they changed it. It used to be called Bowman's capsule. I think now they might be calling it glomerular capsule, or, does anybody see? I wrote Bowman's capsule, or capsule of the nephron, or something like that. And then the blood vessel right here, the blood vessel that's in here, is called the glomerulus, or glomerular capillaries. And the blood that comes in is coming through the afferent arteriole to the glomerulus. The blood is filtered, and then what comes out is through the efferent arteriole. There are special cells that cover on the top of the glomerulus. These are called podocytes. Okay, and they add a filtration barrier. Just like we had a blood-brain barrier, we had astrocytes over the capillaries in the brain. in the central nervous system. We have podocytes over the blood vessels in the urinary system. This is the very first part of the tube part of the nephron, so this is the proximal convoluted tubule. Did I hit everything on the list? Okay, I'm going to show you one more model. This is a